You've been a wedding planner for years, and which is neat hearing about all these other things as well. I mean, I know you have to be organized in some way to figure this out, but you've helped hundreds of other couples with their weddings and planning for their big days. So, what has that been like over the years?
It's been a lot of fun. Sometimes can get a little crazy. Things don't always go according to plan. So you always want to be that person who can come in and say, okay, well, plan A didn't work. Here, we've got plan B and C. We'll make this happen no matter what. So that's been really interesting. I never really saw myself as a planner before I got into this industry. So being able to really look at it and figure out, okay, we not only need a plan A, but we've got to have a backup to that plan and then a rain delay plan and all of these other little options that you don't really think about whenever you're in the moment. And it really gives you a different perspective on really looking at that bird's eye view to make sure that you've accounted for everything that could potentially come along.
When you plan,
Mm-hmm.
how does that help and affect what you're doing? Like, what, as far as anything that you're doing, like, how should it affect what you're doing?
Well, it should keep you on track for one,
Right?
um, and it works as a guideline to kind of get you through the process. I am pretty sporadic when it comes to my planning, so I am definitely a pen to paper planner. Because I can scratch things out and mentally kind of walk through and re-examine the process that we're looking at. So constantly being able to refresh my brain on what the end goal is and being able to kind of look at those steps along the way to make sure that we're getting there.
Man, I am a definitely electronic person. So to go to pen and paper, pull out that clipboard and paper to me is a stretch. But I guess I mean that I can see how it works though, because it makes you all the other distractions go away, right? You're just going to what's needed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just not really a huge technology person. I use it because I have to. But if it were up to me, I would do everything on paper. I just like to see it in front of me, and I feel like for myself, it gives me more of that bird's eye view of being able to see everything. I don't really have to switch screens or go through anything. So even when I'm planning, and this may be super time consuming, whether it's a wedding or uh, a, a wedding with Fetch Me Champagne, anything like that. I actually write out all of the details and then I put in little notes that tell me, okay, well, this is when this should be happening. This is what we could potentially plan for if something were to go wrong. It just allows me to expand my brain a little bit more whenever I can actually write things down.